In 2004, California voters decided to ban the production and sale of foie gras, a fatty duck liver, often considered a delicacy, achieved by force-feeding the bird. The law was postponed 8 years in hopes of finding a more humane solution. As of July 1st, the delicacy will no longer be available in California restaurants.
So this weekend we are celebrating foie gras and mourning the ban that California has placed on foie gras. So we're selling as much of it as we can and just letting people know what's going on. So this is our foie gras special that we've been running up until the ban takes effect on Sunday. We start off with a nice little round of brioche that we're going to toast off on our flat top. We started attempting to fight this ban. We wanted to amend the bill and to have it be a bill that forced regulation instead of prohibition. But there were a set of standards that farms would have to follow in order for us to buy foie gras in California and serve it in our restaurants. This is our nice cut of foie gras, fatty duck liver. Just gonna put a little salt on here, season it up, drop it into this hot pan. Works with its own fats instead of you having to put any oil in the pan. What we felt was gonna happen, instead of banning it, we felt that as Californians, we could push the rest of the world to farm by the standards that we thought were humane and ethical. Add that apple ring and we're gonna finish this in the oven. Most Americans, when you tell them you're shoving a tube down a duck's throat in order to feed it and fatten it so that we can enjoy the liver, it sounds barbaric. But the fact of the matter is ducks aren't mammals. Their anatomy is completely different from humans. They're used to swallowing, whole fish. A pipe like that isn't hurting them, and the science is behind us on that. Foie gras is nice and pretty coming out of there, glistening, all that flavor. As chefs, I always tell people that are against it as well that we don't serve animals that we're not comfortable serving. At least at the level that we work with product, we use only humanely raised animals, and I wouldn't put it on my menu if I didn't believe in it. And I don't think that it would taste good if it was a tortured animal.
On the other side of the argument, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals shines a light on the true origins of what they call a delicacy of despair.
Well, foie gras production is one of the most cruel factory farming practices in existence. You take ducks and geese, who are naturally very social animals, and they put these animals into small cages where they can't move, they can't spread a wing, they can't groom themselves. And then they force feed them up to 4 pounds of grain and fat every day until their livers swell to about 10 times their natural size. And then people actually pay to eat what's basically the diseased liver of these birds. When PETA investigated a foie gras facility in New York State, we found that workers were actually responsible for force feeding as many as 500 birds 3 times a day. One worker reported birds who had tumor-like sores in their throats from the force feeding. Others had holes torn in their necks. These investigations show people what the industries are trying so hard to hide from the public. In this day and age, there's no excuse for any cruelty to animals.
On the other side of town, Chef Shigefumi Tachibe prepares an assortment of dishes for his au revoir to foie gras at his Chaya restaurant in Beverly Hills.
Hello. Yes, this is a foie gras pâté. Then wrap with the beignet dough. Then completely wrap it. It's a foie gras is a very nice combination with the sweet stuff and the crunch outside. It's gonna be very nice combination. Foie gras is a very, very nice variety. Then it's really nice. It's a texture, flavor. So I really missing on the menu. I don't know what kind of meat is the mouth. Putting in the mouth is melting in the mouth. Then flavor is so buttery and smoothly. I don't know. I can't tell. Actually, this is a very classic French food. They call it the rossini. This is the grilled filet mignon with the seared foie gras, served with sauteed Swiss chard and the baby carrot. Just very nice quality, very fresh quality.
Foie gras is an important issue to talk about because oftentimes when people start looking at the foie gras industry and seeing how cruel that is, it also kind of turns on a light bulb for people, and they begin to look at other animals who are used for food.
When farming is done properly and animals are taken care of, the end product just tastes good. These farmers are not doing anything wrong, so to put a farmer out of business because they're practicing humanely, doesn't seem right to me.
The time for looking into that has gone, and the time for pulling this from the shelves and from the tables in California restaurants is here now.
Is the production and sale of foie gras an inhumane practice? Can farmers raise these ducks in a more humane way? California has made its choice. What's yours?